Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Kingdom Silver here, and today we are going to be going over 10 reasons on why you might want to consider investing in silver. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and watching this silver short. As always, while I am a licensed CPA, I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take anything said in this video as financial advice. Take control of your own financial freedom, your financial future. Do your research, take the information here, look into it, consult your own personal financial advisor, and make the decision that is best for you and your family. With that, let's get into the rest of the video. So as I mentioned, we are going to be going over 10 reasons why you might want to invest in gold and silver. And so today I found a really awesome article from goldsilver.com, and it appears that this article here was by T Gold Silver on February 13th, 2024, and wanted to clarify that this is not my own content. I just wanted to highlight this. I think it's a really good article, and we're going to go over some of the highlights. I'm going to leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out in further detail. I think you may really enjoy it. So, what's the first reason that we should be looking into silver? Well, it's because silver is real money. It's a store of value. Silver has no counterparty risk. If you're holding physical silver, you don't need to rely upon, someone to make good on their promise like you would with a bond or a note, stock. Whether you're doing that with the dollar itself, you don't have to worry about that. It can't be defaulted on, right? If you're holding the physical silver in your hand, it's always going to have a store of value. The second thing is that physical silver is a hard asset. You can hold it in your hand. And while I myself am very interested in digital assets, especially what a digital asset in regards to gold and silver can do, I think that there is value for digital assets. However, if you're physically holding silver, well, it can never be deleted. It can never be taken away from you. The next is that silver is cheap. This article says here it's at 1/65th the price of gold. At the time of this recording, the ratio itself is right around 87-1. So if you look at what those numbers are historically, it's around, I believe, 40-1 or 55-1. There's some different ratios and averages depending upon the years, but the average of what over time gold and silver should be is in that 40 to 55-1 range. Well, currently we're at 87-1. So that tells me that, the ratio is all out of whack. And then on top of that, when gold and silver are coming out of the ground, I believe the ratio's anywhere from 7 to 14-1. I've seen different numbers, different places, but to me, there seems to be some value there. The fourth reason, silver is practical for everyday small purchases. If you were to get a 1-ounce gold coin, that's roughly around $2,000, whereas a 1-ounce silver coin at the time of this recording is right around $23.50 in value. And if you do fractional silver, whether that be junk silver, a couple of countries do, 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, it can go even lower. So it's a way that you can actually transact in real money. Number 5 is silver outperforms gold in bull markets. So this graph here, and again, I don't own any of this information, just highlighting the awesome work that goldsilver.com did. You can see that on these numbers, silver outperforms gold in bull markets. And as you can see here, these bull markets are typically conversely related to how the stock market moves. Why? Because gold and silver are used as a hedge against times of economic uncertainty. Number 6, silver inventories are falling. This chart here, and this actually goes through 2020, I believe it's even lower today, that if you look at all the silver across the world, it's getting drained. Why? Because you have countries using up a lot of this metal. You have, which we'll get to below in number 7, that your industrial use is growing. If you look here, silver is used in a lot of different things. Unlike gold, which is primarily just used for, jewelry, and it's primarily, I think there are some computer parts that use gold, but for the most part, it's really just the value itself. We've always just said, hey, we like gold more than silver. However, if you look at it, silver has a lot more value in how it's used as compared to gold. Batteries being a big one right now, solar panels being another one, biocides, and then of course you've got jewelry, silverware, but also the investment piece of it as well. So there's a lot of different things that you can use with silver, and there's some really cool information here, which I'll let you guys read below on, like, hey, what is the average electric vehicle, how much silver's in it, your cell phone, etc. Definitely check that out. Number 8 is new supply is falling, and a lot of this is due to the fact that there has been a lot of restrictions around, the green movement. So while on one hand we're trying to be green and we're trying to move towards more electricity, to get this stuff out of the ground, you've got to use, dirty energy, things like coal and oil and things like that, to get it out of the ground. And as those restrictions have come in the last couple of years, you can see, in 2016 here, we kind of peaked, and now we're going the other direction. So our supply is falling, our demand is increasing, which you're going to see below, and the amount that we can get out of the ground is going down. That seems like, to me, a real recipe for some value. So as I was just hinting at earlier, number 9, world demand is growing as we're seeing people move towards, you're having more electronics getting pushed out, as you're seeing things like solar demands and energy demands coming through. The demand is spiking. And as we've seen here in number 10 and kind of hinted at earlier, the gold-silver ratio is favoring silver right now. This said here, an averaged 47 to 1 in the 20th century. Since 1968, the average has been 56 to 1. Again, at the time of this recording, we're right around 87 to 1. And I've seen it, I believe it got as high as like 95. It might have even gone over 100 at one point. I can't remember when it went under $20 just a couple of years ago. But regardless, there's some value in the ratio right now. So guys, that is the end of the article. Definitely check it out. Again, I'm going to put a link in the description. Definitely think that you should check it out. So with that, we will end the video today. Be blessed. Be a blessing to others. We'll see you later.